Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Throwing a Stanford, and he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw again on second down. Stafford. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Army. Hey, 40 got.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Trubisky on first down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Mike Daniels in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
Here we go.
A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
180. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Finding Gabriel complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
55. It's going to be a long run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky forced out to his left. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Get out! 180! Watch the run! Watch the run! Watch the run! Lock in! Lock in! Get up!
Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. And the Lions first down.
Set! Chilowiti! Chilowiti! Middle, middle, middle! Crunch, crunch, crunch! Shift, shift!
A first down carry here for Johnson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Middle, middle, middle!
From the 50, it's Stanford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Monday! Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the...
Hey, Delta.
4 down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Come on, fellas.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the run, it's Davis. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Go! 180! 18. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Crunch time. 5.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quadre Diggs. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, 70! Hey, here we go.
Hey, seam 6.
Drop deep. Check 59, Mike is 59.
After the interception, here's Stanford. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. He's got daylight. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The first down carry for Davis. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go, D. Hey, check Mike 50.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Trubisky now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Mike's 50.
Go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Come to my world.
Hey, Wahoo.
Come to my world. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Man, that's trash.
Now it's Stanford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Jesse James. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
40 got. Mike, check.
Hey, Charlie.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Mike's 5'9", 5'9".
Stanford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears forced sack. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike to 59.
And that'll set them back 5. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is brought in at the 21. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Jones has it. And some room to maneuver. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Mike's fine.
Hey, orbit.
So we got man.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right.
Big 20.
Mike. 59 Mike.
To throw again, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
14 yards into Chicago, first down. Now it's Davis. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mike Daniels, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Trubisky will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
61, matchbox lights. You ready?
Check 99.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 50, check 50.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means how to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. James has got it. Complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Set, 180.
59. Mike's 59.
Hey, 22.
Switch. Mike.
Now on 2nd and 16. Stafford. And it's caught here. Amendola. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Detroit Lions.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Stafford steps away to his left, and he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
180.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
32.
Tighten up.
Watch twist. Hey.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Stay 50.
You ready? Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, get the
Move.
Get in the weight room.
Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Back now at Ford Field. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still on the attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Bravo.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
11. Hey, easy.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far in the second half. Completes it to Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Here's Trubisky, flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. It's caught by Davis. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Come get some.
The Lions pressure. He's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Finding Gabriel complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Zebra.
Jim. Check.
Omaha, ready to move. Hey, exit.
Now Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 33 and a first.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
Yeah, not in any rush offensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
I know you felt that one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Sponge.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
Hey, 250.
Come off the ball. Check the backer, check the backer.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just